Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Let's Play Colony Survival. This is a new indie title on Steam, and it's the early access. Lots of features are coming over time. The developer's a busy bee, and we're going to play this kind of like a Dwarf Fortress mix. And but you're not kind of like the god. Instead, you're like one of the colonists with some extra, abilities. You can do many things, I guess. And I think it's really fun. It's kind of like a Minecraft style, like the voxel blocky world, as you can see out of the background. There's nice mountains and things like that. I don't know if we'll get a nice mountain seed, but we're gonna call it Stone Legion, anyways. You can spawn monsters. You can have them off. I would recommend having it by default. When you're more experienced, you can have them during the day or double monster amount, things like that. But we'll play as is. Whoa! That was so cool. I don't know what happened there, but there you go. So you got a bit of water there. I don't think there's an actual use for water right now. I could be wrong, but I don't think there is, but who knows. If it was a big enough water, you could probably live out in the middle of it. The idea is that nighttime zombies come, or I don't know if they're considered zombies. Some sort of monster type comes and kicks your butt or attempts to. So the first thing I'm going to do is left click here, and I'm going to take out this wood just quickly here because I'm going to set up our colony right in here. And there you go. When you start up, there's usually an F1 that comes up, tells you some basic information. If you want to pause and read these, you can. Then there's an open PDF. Recommend doing that. There's an actual achievement there. Spoilers. So let's go ahead and place this. There you go. So you can recruit a colony. I'm not going to do that yet. Colonists. This basically is where you spawn, where your colonists spawn, as far as I know. If you play multiplayer, I'm not playing multiplayer. I'm a loner, have no friends, but it would be a good spot to where everyone spawns, as far as I know as well. So if we open our inventory, you can make things like beds. It's a requirement. When you run out of wood, you can grab it from your stockpile. Your stockpile is basically what your colonists use themselves, and of course you can use them as well. But when you're crafting, everything here actually uses the bar down there. So you're going to have to drag the materials from your stockpile to begin with down there. So we're going to need some straw. We'll drop that. Okay, 1, 2, let's do 5 beds for now. Probably I'm not going to have that many right away, but over time might be helpful. So 1, 2, yeah, something like that. There you go. So 5 beds. I'm going to do all outdoor concept. I won't do it indoors for a while. Eventually we'll do walls and things like that probably and make it entertaining and fun. So I think the first thing we're going to do is we're going to set up two colonists, I think, for food. I think food is important. I think I'm going to just kind of take my time and we're going to go for the food. So we're going to recruit a colonist here, 2 of them. And we're going to legitimately do food. So what you're going to do is your 1 key is your command tool. Your 2 key, when you right-click, is your colonist where it hires them. 50 food per hire plus 5 food, basically 24-hour in-game, I believe. So what we're going to do is we're going to go out here, and we're going to do the tool here. You know what? I kind of want to just do this. It's kind of hard to follow the line here. There you go. We're going to go like this, and we'll go, I don't know, right here. And we're going to right-click Wheat Farmer, and there you go. And as far as I know from reading the manual, you can do this as a 10 by 10 perfectly, or you can shape it up at whatever you want, but you can only have 100 tiles in total at this time. That might change. Maybe there's some special big farms later down the road. I don't know. But for now, all I know is it's 10 by 10 gives you a nice even square farm. And there we go. We got 2 farmers. And then eventually you're going to want to hire a cook as well. But we're going to leave all that till later. From what I read, it takes 2 in-game days to create the wheat. And then you can take the wheat itself and process it into bread. I think you can eat the wheat itself as well, but very little food for that. And, oh yeah, we're going to want a container here. So if we take some planks here and create ourselves a crate, this crate will be used for them to dump the wheat and whatnot into there. Basically, it just gives them access to the stockpile. That's how they use it normally. Then what I think we're going to do is we could get one to go out and cut wood. We can get one to mine, things like that. I think what we need to do is worry about our food stockpile first. We also need something to protect as well, because the base could get attacked at nighttime. So I'm going to do one where we do a quiver, basically. And we're going to put the quiver here. And as far as I know, they got pretty good aiming, but just in case, we'll put them out right here. And it'll require somebody, of course. You see the error there. So we right-click, recruit colonist. And there you go. Now, he's going to complain probably because he'll do the job, but he doesn't have the equipment needed. I think he'll even show you what he's missing. He's unfortunately clipped in the banner a bit, but that is a bow. So that's simple. We can create a bow, put it into the stockpile, and boom, he'll grab the bow. And he will stay here 24/7. He'll never move this post. And basically, he will guard our colonists from zombies that will come out at nighttime, which is pretty awesome. You want that, of course. And then what I'm going to do myself is I think I'm going to start digging and going and creating a mine basically over time so we know where we're going. So I'm going to do... I think I'm going to do a 3... Probably something like this, a 3x3. Now we do have... you can't shift-click these up, unfortunately. Down the road, hopefully you get all that. But what I'm going to do is put this all in here. And we're going to get some torches. I think I saw some torches there. Yep. And we're going to right-click there. There we go. Nice. Okay, and then we're going to work our way down. There we go. Now, I'm not used to doing a 3x3, but it just looks so clean. So this is a stone material, so it takes longer to cut it open, basically. And then eventually you hit bedrock. It doesn't actually go down like a million miles. As far as I can tell, it's pretty close to the surface. Not so like some games. If you ever played Fortress Craft Evolution, oh man, the thing goes down to like, I think it was 8,000 blocks down or something you can go up to? Nothing crazy like that. It's like maybe 15, 20 blocks or something, if that. And there we go. This is actually, we've already hit it. So we can put, torch down. And we can go ahead and we'll clear this out a bit so we can easily see. I love the 3D textures on the blocks. Isn't that cool? It's like a really souped up, what do they call those shaders that can cause that? Actually, I don't know if that's like a 3D, like a bump mapping or whatever, or if it is an actual 3D block. But either way, it looks pretty good here. Okay, so the way this works is you need one colonist per basically ore type you find. Now you can do it yourself. You can mine it by hand, but of course that'll take time. I really hope my zombie up top, my defender, archer, can defend up top fine on his own. We should probably check that out just in case. I just wanted to clean this up. I think I'm going to put the torch right here. There you go. Clear this up. And then every so often I'll put a torch on these stairs when it gets dark. It's nice doing this at night because you kind of get an idea where you should place it, right? There you go. Oh. Not quite. There we go. And there we go. So these guys are sleeping. This is like the etiquette of a urinal in real life. The urinal, so there's 5 on the wall, and when you go there, you go here, he goes there. It is appropriate for someone to be in the middle, but it's never inappropriate to be in the urinal right beside the guy. Unfortunately, that rule isn't always applied. Wow, he took him out. That's a really good range. So in an open concept, one archer is probably more than enough to deal with this. I wouldn't want to have to deal with a closed-in area because I assume that would be a little hard for the archer to reach, unless if it was sort of like guard tower style where he has a good view of everything. But even then, I'd assume for now, it's way better to have just one guard in an open concept because he can just shoot far away. Now, I wonder if you have 5 zombies at once, if they're called zombies. They look like zombies. I'll call them alien-looking zombies. I wonder if how rapidly he can shoot. Like, if he has a cooldown of, 5 seconds in between, 2 seconds, things like that. But either way, he's kicking butt, so he's good. Definitely good. That's awesome. I don't think there's loot or anything. I don't know if eventually if there's going to be a loot, but for now, as far as I know, they just kick butt, and that's it. Awesome. So it's a simple dwarf fortress. Like, it's not a huge, complex dwarf fortress. I love it. I really, really love it, and I wish more of them were like that. There's Nomoria, and then there's a whole bunch of them. I'm bad with their names and almost forget their names. There's one I always wanted but never could afford it. RimWorld, yes. I borrowed a copy a long time ago to play it a bit, but I've never owned the copy, unfortunately. But anyways, RimWorld, it's a cool game, but it's complex. It's actually a little too hard for me. And a lot of those games are kind of hard. Maybe I'm stupid. Maybe I'm not smart. I don't know how you guys are with those games. Towns was one that wasn't too bad, but the developers abandoned that. And that game sold like 1 billion times more than this game is sold. And the problem with that is a game like this is probably never going to sell like 1 million copies. I hope they do. As long as the developer is honest and willing to keep working and updating, and they're a developer, like, I'd love to be hired to just do something where I get paid minimum wage but enjoy what I'm doing. I would love it. I would die. I'd be in heaven. But my point is, if the developer has sort of the same, thinking, hey, I like what I'm doing, and hey, I can put food on my table, I'm going to keep going at it. Eventually, your game will plateau. It's no point working on the same thing forever. It's got lots of features, and anything you do at this point, you might be ruining the game. But I like a simple, easy dwarf fortress, and I like that. This is what this game is a simple kind of game. So anyways, if you were to go to your tool here, you can do miner, and you can set a miner to these positions. Now, for now, what I can do is I can manually mine, and as far as I know, when I read, this is all unlimited. So as far as I know, you set somebody to this, which is coal, and they will stay at this coal forever. They will mine this coal, and you don't have to worry about it ever again. That's it. That's their job. It's simple. They won't consume the material, as far as I know. They just will, keep mining it. Now, here is the downside. There is actually a big downside to this that I have figured out. Basically, you can only have one per ore. So we have multiple types here. Maybe there's 4 or 5 different things here. 5. Maybe 4, whatever. And the downside of this, of course, is you can only have one of each, right? So in the end, what is this one here? Clay. Oh, clay. That was a new material. Gypsum. That's cool. Anyways, and then you have, I'm assuming this is iron. But anyways, 1-to-1. So you won't be able to have enough colonists to basically mine right away. You'd have to wait a bit, right? Get your food production and everything else going. Because right now we're doing 15 food a day. I'm not going to hire any more colonists till my food situation is fine, which will be probably the next episode. But you won't be able to hire 10 miners right off the door because you got to build up your infrastructure, including a cook or a chef or something like that, which is going to be our next and last hire, basically, for the next day and night. So I think right now is a good time for me just to hand mine some things like coal. Don't know if I'll need iron right away, but I might as well, grab some iron as well. I think that might be gold or something. I did read there was a currency or something in the game, but I'm not 100% sure. Ooh, wow. Whatever it is, it's a costly mining of it. Let's see what you are. You are gold ore. Cool. Let's grab some gold ore, shall we? Oh, this is nice and long. I like it. We'll get 5, I guess. I don't think I want to mine this all day, but why not? Normally, whatever. There you go. Let's go ahead and throw the new materials in here, and we'll throw some of the bricks in here. We'll use the bricks for building over time as well. Maybe not the second episode, maybe not even the third episode, but eventually we will mine. You can also, I think, I noticed when you click this, you keep getting the... okay, so that's a little faster compared to this. I think it's actually hard to tell. Maybe it's about the same. No, I think it's slightly faster, yeah. Oops, there you go. Yeah, I think it is definitely faster to mine from the wall, the raw resources, but you can still see you can unlimitedly mine bricks as well this way, or the stone. So you can also have one or 2 or 10 eventually set to just do this, and then of course you can use the materials to build. So that's kind of cool. This game would be actually, if people enjoy kind of building a lot, I could see this game, you know, like adding some textures and new blocks and minables and whatnot. You have 10 miners down here just so you can build day and night. Now I'm a bad builder. I'm going to try to build something eventually, right? But I could see people who enjoy building a lot. This is a great game to allow that. Oh, you know what we should do? We should build a crate down here, because as far as I know, they have to go to the closest crate to dump their goods. So that would suck for them, having to go all the way to the top. And yeah, so if the developer's ever watching this, can you know, like when you have the, you know how you break it, basically the select block there kind of thing where it looks like you break? Is there any chance maybe we can have like a green one or something showing that the item's highlighted and that's where it would place it? I guess for me it's kind of weird not being able to always see where something's being placed. Like right now you don't see a selection tool, and it feels odd when I place this because it's like it kind of magically goes there. I kind of miss like having a trace showing where it's going to be placed. Maybe I'm weird about that, but yeah, little features like that. I might even make some suggestions later on. I don't want to overdo it, especially, you know, since the developer is awesome, but, you know, making suggestions here and there is always never a bad thing. Look at the dimples on the wall. I wonder if this is the bump mapping. What is this? Gameplay, video. So you can see all the video options. Shader quality so low. Yeah, that's the shader. So now you don't get the crazy bump mapping. So the shaders up high is actually kind of a very distracting look to it. Oh yeah, look at them. They're just flat in the ground. So for people who are having performance issues, you might need to set that a bit down. I thought it could be shaders, but this is what medium look like. Medium doesn't pop out. And then high is probably a little too high because it screws up the edging, which is probably more of a bug right now than, yeah, you can see how it screws up the edging, which is probably considered a slight bug right now, which will probably get fixed down the road. But that's why they make the very squarey looking edging on it. But that's cool. There we go. So the wheat should be fully grown for the next day and night cycle here. What I'm thinking here is we'll set up the cook as well over here. So we should probably do that now. Now, I don't know if you just take the wheat and throw it right in, or if you need a crafting bench, or I don't know. But there is something called a furnace. So let's craft the furnace. And what I'll do is I'll place the furnace right here. Now I did have... Oh. That might not be what we needed. R key? There you go. Interesting. This is not what we need. I lied to you. That's smelting. I think I created the wrong thing. It is a furnace, but I want an oven. There you go. There you go. There you go. Bread and infinite. You can set a limit. That is cool. There you go. So we'll have that for the next day and night cycle here. I might as well hire them now. It's not like it's going to cost us 5 food, right? So it isn't like it's going to be a big deal there. So there we go. They're going to go to bed though. So there you go. And the archer's there. And then we're just going to go through one more night cycle, and then we'll see them do the bread, hopefully, and we'll watch our food level. Our food level's gone to like an orangey, yellowish color now, the top right, as you can see. Which means, of course, we've kind of in for a world of hurt. No, we'll be fine, I'm sure. So let's go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and just run around for a bit, explore at night here, and just attack these zombies too. Some suggestions I could see for down the road, and I mean, like I said, early access game, blah, blah, blah. Zombie kill count, maybe some kind of statistics screen where it'll show you, oh yeah, statistics, period. Yeah, maybe there is one. I should look in the options. Probably not yet, but always love statistics in games like that. This to see how many you've mined of this and that gathered and things like that. How many colonists have died, and how many colonists you have had in total, and it's just things like that. I always like statistics. But it's an early access game. I got to remember. I mean, all these features and ideas. Sure, you can list them, but I mean, I'm sure. The developers themselves would like to do this anyways. They probably don't need to be reminded of every little thing. Did we spend all our torches? I guess maybe we did. What does a torch look like even? There you go. So you need to grab coal. And it looks like some sort of trap or something. You put some string on it or something. Okay, let's put this here. And then we'll go ahead and place one over here as well. The hitboxes on I can tell they're a full block on these. So you got to make sure you get over a bit more. And then there you go. Actually, could just go. There you go. Just sinking. There. Oh, look at the shadowing because of the moonlight. That's awesome. It's beautiful. I love it. Yeah, man, you took him out. Just looking at the stars. Some of them twinkle a bit. Very good on the graphics, actually. I'm really impressed by it. I mean, it is just a 3D voxel game with blocks and stuff, but overall, I love the sky block. The sky, the environment, looking at the trees in the distance, all that is quite beautiful, to be honest. I really like it. I always like this style of game. As long as it's a decent game, keep using this style as much as you want. It will not tire me at all. There we go. Oh, look at the wheat. I didn't even notice it, but it turned yellow, so I'm assuming the wheat's ready and done. Excellent. Now it's just the waiting game for these guys to wake up and start doing their little jobs. Is there a time somewhere? No. Not like you can't tell by visually, I'm just wondering, like, how far the moon goes down or completely down before they pop up. We'll learn by visually just seeing how things work, I guess. And as far as I know, the little zombie guys, they die like instantly, I think, once you can see them in the background there, the one, right? So once these guys pop up, as far as I know, it dies. Yeah, it looks like right when like the sun and the moon meet in like an even line, maybe. Then, oh, you killed them. There you go. They popped up. Excellent. There you go. So here they go to work. Of course, the one person's going to be bored. Yep. Look at them complaining. So that's their process speed, I guess. I hope I'm not losing power, by the way. My light was flickering weirdly there. So they pick and plant again. Now here's the question. Do they keep getting seeds? Yes, they're not losing any seeds, it looks like. That would suck a lot. Like, you don't get a seed back. It might have problems over time. Now, I don't know how you duplicate seeds. Oh, maybe they're duping it slowly over time, actually. Oh, there he goes. He's making something. I think he's working on the bread now. Awesome. And there you go. Oh, and you have an arrow. I just realized it tells you total arrows at the top right, so you can see. Excellent. Look at that. Food is 90. It's gone to white. Perfect. So what I'll probably do is let these guys chill for a bit, go and get myself a snack, maybe just build up a wee bit so we can kind of escalate things a little faster over time. But either way, things are going really well. I'm actually really excited. You know what? One thing I might do is just make more farms, honestly, but I'm more worried about the food. We'll see how much food they end up making. Yeah, we'll probably just do it in the next episode or the one after. But either way, look at this guy's wanting more. Wait, why are you asking for more? Maybe it requires multiple, huh? This is interesting. Let's see what happens here. Holy crap. Does it use 20 at once? $24. Oh, it does it in bulk. Maybe it's like 2 wheat per food? Well, I'm not quite sure, to be honest. But yeah, that's what's happening there. I was like kind of getting worried. And the seeds are building up over time, so you can have multiple farms too, which is awesome. I was a little wondering what would happen with that, of course, but we don't have to worry. 128 food now. Friggin' awesome. I'm excited. This is awesome. Anyways, guys and girls, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoy this. Please don't forget to subscribe, comment, like, all those fun things. And we'll see you wonderful people next time. Have a good one.